Personal branding is not for everyone. So if you're just looking for quick money, shortcuts, or internal fame, this video probably isn't for you. But if you want opportunities to come to you instead of you constantly chasing them, if you want people to know what you stand for, and if you're thinking long term, years, not weeks, then this video is for you. In the next few minutes, I am going to break down what personal branding actually is, what it's not, and what really matters if you want to do this right away. Hi, I'm Brilliant Liu. I am the founder of House of Leaders, a media page that started off as a motivational quote page and gradually grew into a community for leaders and entrepreneurs all around the world. I have been intentionally building my personal brand since 2019. That's when I started showing my face online, sharing more of my personal thoughts and my experiences, not just hiding behind logos or businesses. And over the last 6+ years, I've also helped others build theirs. Now, what's interesting is when I started, there weren't many clear playbooks. There weren't thousands of how to build personal brand videos like today. But I remember one thing very clearly. Gary Vee kept saying one thing over and over again.
If you're a very hard worker and you're putting everything on the line, put it into your own personal brand. Just make rent, pay your bills, and keep building your personal brand. Everybody should be building their personal brand. It is your best recession-proof mechanism.
And honestly, I'm really glad I listened, because here's what building a personal brand has given me. I've been invited to speak on stages. I've met incredible people I would never have access to otherwise. I've been paid to share what I know, and that's the core purpose of a personal brand. It opens you up to opportunities. You can be extremely good at what you do, but if nobody knows you exist, you'll always be chasing opportunities instead of the opportunities chasing you. So personal brand flips that dynamic. Now, this is important. Personal branding is the art of presenting yourself to the world. And yes, today it's easier than ever to get attention. People, they go viral by posting racy photos, by doing silly dances, by saying offensive things, by doing outrageous stuff. Getting attention isn't hard anymore. The real question is, what's your long-term goal with your personal brand? If your goal is to make fast money, to rug pull, and disappear, then faking a persona and doing things against your values might actually work. But if your goal is to build something long-term, a legacy, a trust, credibility, then you have to build it with authenticity. Yes, it's slower, it's less flashy, but the goal here isn't fast. The goal is longevity. Here's another important point. Don't be afraid to say things that might offend people if you truly believe in them. Let me share a quick story. The other day, my wife told me about someone she knows. Let's call her Z. Z often posts very strong opinions about being child-free. Now, my wife isn't against being child-free at all, but as someone who loves kids and wants kids, she felt like some of these posts came off a bit rude. At first, it triggered her, but after talking it through, we realized something important. Now, that's the thing about Z. She's not afraid to speak her mind, even if it means some people won't like it. Some people will agree with her, some people will strongly disagree, and that's what makes her memorable. That's what makes her authentic. Now, I'm not saying you should, go around trying to offend people. What I'm saying is this. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be you. When you show up honestly, two things happens. You attract people who truly resonate with you, and you filter out people who don't. And that's a good thing, because if you try to please everyone, if you try to speak to everyone, you end up speaking to no one. A strong personal brand is polarizing. Not because it's rude, but because it's clear. Now, a common question I get, is it possible to build a personal brand without a social media? The answer is yes. People used to do it by attending events, being featured in newspapers, TV, traditional media. That still works, but here's the reality. Today, the fastest and cheapest way to get attention is social media. So even though you can build a personal brand without it, I still highly recommend using social media to gain attention and then turning that attention into leverage. Another big mistake I see people make is the lack of focus. You start watching other creators and suddenly this person grows by educating. That person grows with cinematic vlogs. This person posts carousels. That one does voiceover reels, and you get overwhelmed. Here's the truth. There's no one size fits all formula. You have to experiment, try different formats, see what works, see what you enjoy doing, because the sweet spot is always at the intersection of what works and what you enjoy. You can look for others for inspirations, but pick one main thing and focus. Finally, patience. Most people expect instant results, but there are no real overnight successes. It took years for people like Hormozi. It took years for people like Gary Vee, and it'll take time for you too. Everyone has a different timeline, but one thing is consistent. Those years of trial and error are wasted time. They are where you build skills, confidence, and the capacity to hold success. So if your goal is longevity, don't expect instant results. Build slowly, build honestly, build something that lasts. So if you want clarity on how you build your personal brand the right way, in a way that feels authentic and actually compounds long term, you can book a free strategy sessions with me. The link's in the description below. On the call, we'll look at where you're at, where you want to be known for, and map out your personal brand approach that fits your situation. If you're a good fit, we'll work together and build your personal brand with intention. If not, well, you still walk away with a clear direction and a game plan you can use. Either way, you live with clarity.